What if I told you that some of R&B's most iconic voices were living with a truth the world didn't fully see? They sang about love, heartbreak, and passion but kept parts of themselves hidden from the spotlight. In an industry once dominated by image and silence, these stars quietly broke barriers just by being themselves. Here are 15 R&B legends you didn't know were Gayun till the truth finally came to light. 15. Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross, one of the most iconic voices in R&B and soul music, was long surrounded by rumors about his sexuality. Despite his immense popularity and success, with hits like Never Too Much and Dance with My Father, Vandross was notoriously private about his personal life. Close friends and collaborators have since confirmed that he struggled with coming out due to the pressures of the music industry, which at the time was not welcoming to openly gay black artists. Vandross's career spanned decades, during which he maintained a carefully guarded public persona. His smooth, emotive voice and romantic ballads earned him multiple Grammy Awards and a place among the greatest vocalists of his generation. Though he never publicly came out during his lifetime, those close to him have acknowledged his sexuality, highlighting the challenges faced by LGBTQ artists in R&B's traditionally conservative landscape. His story remains a poignant example of the intersection between fame, privacy, and identity in the music world. 14. Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean revolutionized modern R&B not only with his genre-defying music, but also with his groundbreaking openness about his sexuality. In 2012, Ocean stunned the music world by posting an open letter on Tumblr revealing that his first love was a man. This candid admission was a watershed moment in a genre often marked by silence or coded references regarding queer identities. Ocean's debut album, Channel Orange, was critically acclaimed for its avant-garde sound and deeply personal lyrics, with tracks like Thinkin' 'Bout You becoming anthems. His follow-up, Blonde, further pushed boundaries with its experimental production and introspective themes. Ocean's openness challenged the hyper-masculine norms prevalent in hip-hop and R&B, inspiring a new generation of artists to embrace their identities without fear. His influence extends beyond music, marking a cultural shift toward greater acceptance and visibility for LGBTQ artists in mainstream R&B. 13. Billy Porter. Before Billy Porter became a Broadway legend and Emmy-winning actor, he was an R&B singer, boldly living his truth as an openly gay man. Porter's early career in music was marked by his powerful voice and theatrical flair, which set him apart in an industry that often demanded conformity. Despite the potential for backlash, Porter never hid his sexuality, even when it meant sacrificing mainstream commercial success. His unapologetic presence paved the way for queer representation in R&B and beyond. Porter's artistry blends soul, gospel, and R&B influences, and his fearless approach to fashion and performance has made him a cultural icon. His journey from singer to celebrated actor and advocate highlights the multifaceted talents of LGBTQ artists who refuse to be boxed in by industry expectations. 12. Rahsaan Patterson. Rahsaan Patterson emerged in the late 1990s as a gifted singer-songwriter with a rich, soulful voice and a knack for blending classic and contemporary R&B sounds. Patterson publicly came out as gay in the early 2000s, a bold move in a genre that has historically been slow to embrace LGBTQ artists. His openness about his sexuality earned him respect and admiration from fans and peers alike. Over the years, Patterson has released several critically acclaimed albums that explore themes of love, identity, and self-acceptance. His music, characterized by smooth vocals and sophisticated production, has influenced many younger artists navigating similar journeys. Patterson's career is a testament to living authentically in a space where many have felt compelled to hide, and he continues to be a vital voice in alternative and neo-soul R&B. 11. Johnny Mathis. Johnny Mathis, one of the pioneers of romantic ballads and smooth vocal stylings in pop and R&B, maintained a discreet personal life for most of his career. Known for timeless classics like Chances Are and Misty, Mathis's sexuality was a private matter for decades. It was only in later interviews, well into his career, that he casually confirmed he was gay, reflecting the era's pressures on artists to keep such matters out of the public eye. Mathis's silky voice and elegant delivery helped define the sound of mid-20th century R&B and pop balladry. His ability to convey deep emotion through song made him a beloved figure worldwide. His subtle approach to discussing his sexuality mirrors the experiences of many artists of his generation who navigated fame and identity in a less accepting time. 10. Meshell Ndegeocello. Meshell Ndegeocello has been an outspoken and trailblazing bisexual artist since the start of her career, blending soul, funk, jazz, and R&B with a bold queer identity. Emerging in the 1990s with her debut album Plantation Lullabies, she challenged genre boundaries and societal norms alike. Ndegeocello's music often explores themes of love, politics, and identity through a distinctly queer lens, making her a pioneer in queer R&B long before it gained mainstream recognition. Her fearless approach to songwriting and genre fusion has earned her critical acclaim and a dedicated following. Ndegeocello's openness about her sexuality and her refusal to conform to industry expectations have made her a vital figure in both the LGBTQ community and the broader music world, inspiring countless artists to embrace their full selves. 9. Jermaine Stewart. Jermaine Stewart is best remembered for his 1986 hit, We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off, a song that became an anthem for safe and positive love during the AIDS crisis. While Stewart was quietly out within his inner circle, he never publicly disclosed his sexuality during his career, reflecting the challenges faced by many gay artists in the 1980s and 1990s. Stewart's smooth vocal style and danceable tracks earned him success in the pop and R&B scenes, but he remained private about his personal life. His untimely death in 1997 from AIDS-related complications cast a spotlight on the often hidden struggles of LGBTQ artists during that era. Stewart's legacy lives on through his music, which continues to resonate with fans and serves as a reminder of the era's cultural and social challenges. 8. Ricky Bell New Edition. Ricky Bell, a founding member of the legendary R&B group New Edition, has never publicly come out, but persistent rumors and speculation about his sexuality have circulated for years. Bell's contributions to New Edition and later Bell Biv DeVoe helped shape the sound of late 1980s and 1990s R&B and hip-hop soul. Despite the speculation, Bell has maintained a private personal life, focusing publicly on his music and family. The lack of public confirmation has not stopped fans and insiders from acknowledging the importance of LGBTQ representation in R&B, especially given the genre's history of silence on such matters. Bell's story reflects the ongoing complexities many artists face balancing private identity with public persona in a genre still evolving in its acceptance of queer artists. 7. Kevin Aviance. Kevin Aviance is a legendary figure in New York's vibrant club scene, known for his flamboyant persona and boundary-pushing performances that blend R&B, house, and dance music. Emerging in the 1990s, Aviance became a fixture at iconic venues like the Paradise Garage and later the underground ballroom scene, where his bold style and unapologetic queerness made him a beloved icon. His music often fuses soulful R&B vocals with house beats, creating a crossover appeal that resonates with both dance and queer audiences. Aviance's presence challenged the norms of the R&B and house music industries by bringing explicit queer energy and visibility to spaces that were often heteronormative. His influence extends beyond music into fashion and performance art, where his fearless expression has inspired generations of LGBTQ artists and club kids. Aviance remains a vital force in queer nightlife culture and an important figure in the evolution of alternative R, B, and house music. 6. Sylvester. Sylvester was a groundbreaking artist whose flamboyant style and powerhouse voice made him a unique force in R, B, disco, and soul music during the 1970s and 1980s. Often overlooked in traditional R&B histories, Sylvester was openly gay and proudly embraced his identity at a time when doing so was risky and often dangerous. Known as the Queen of Disco, his hits like You Make Me Feel Mighty Real combined gospel-infused vocals with dance floor energy, creating anthems that celebrated queer liberation and joy. Sylvester's unapologetic self-expression and gender-bending performances challenged societal norms and paved the way for greater LGBTQ visibility in music. His career was tragically cut short by AIDS in 1988, but his legacy endures as a symbol of courage and authenticity. Sylvester's fearless blending of soul, disco, and queer culture remains a vital chapter in the story of R&B's evolution. 5. Big Freedia. Big Freedia, often hailed as the Queen of Bounce, is a dynamic artist whose roots are deeply embedded in New Orleans bounce, music genre closely related to hip-hop and R&B. As an openly gay artist, Freedia has been a trailblazer in bringing queer visibility to a music scene that is traditionally hypermasculine and heteronormative. Her high-energy performances, rapid-fire rhymes, and commanding presence have helped popularize bounce music nationally and internationally. Freedia's music blends the rhythmic intensity of bounce with soulful elements of R&B, creating a unique sound that defies easy categorization. Beyond music, she has used her platform to advocate for LGBTQ rights and representation, challenging stereotypes and breaking barriers. Freedia's impact extends beyond the stage, influencing both the culture of New Orleans and the broader landscape of queer music in America. 4. Milan Christopher. Milan Christopher is a rapper and R&B singer who has made waves by being openly gay in both his music and reality television appearances. Breaking barriers in a genre often resistant to queer visibility, Milan has used his platform to challenge stereotypes and promote LGBTQ acceptance. His music blends contemporary R&B with hip-hop influences, often featuring lyrics that celebrate same-sex love and defy traditional gender norms. Milan gained additional attention through his participation in reality TV, where his openness about his sexuality brought important conversations about queer identity into mainstream media. His fearless approach to self-expression and advocacy has made him a role model for young LGBTQ artists striving to navigate the music industry authentically. Milan's work continues to push the boundaries of what it means to be a gay artist in R&B and hip-hop. 3. Njoj. Njoj is an indie R&B artist who has boldly centered same-sex love and queer identity in his music, a move that has earned him both critical acclaim and a dedicated fan base within LGBTQ circles. His smooth vocals and heartfelt lyrics explore themes of love, vulnerability, and resilience from a distinctly queer perspective. Njoj's willingness to openly celebrate his sexuality in a genre that often shies away from such narratives has made him a pioneering figure in contemporary queer R&B. His work has been recognized with awards and honors that highlight his contribution to LGBTQ representation in music. By blending classic R&B sensibilities with modern production and candid storytelling, Ndegeocello creates a space where queer love is normalized and celebrated, challenging the industry's traditional silence on these topics. 2. Donnie Johnson. Donnie Johnson, known simply as Donnie, released a neo-soul album in 2002 that was remarkable for its open exploration of spirituality and same-sex love subjects rarely addressed so candidly in mainstream R&B at the time. His smooth, emotive voice and thoughtful songwriting set him apart in the neo-soul movement, where themes of love and identity were often coded or ambiguous. Donnie's willingness to integrate his queer identity into his music without compromise was a bold statement in an industry that often pressured artists to conform to heteronormative narratives. His album combined lush, soulful instrumentation with lyrics that spoke honestly about his experiences as a gay man, offering representation that was sorely lacking. Though not widely known in mainstream circles, Donnie's work remains a significant contribution to queer R&B and neo-soul. 1. Russell Taylor. Russell Taylor is a rising soul and R&B singer who has gained recognition not only for his smooth vocal style, but also for his public embrace of his identity as a gay man. Taylor's music blends classic soul influences with contemporary R&B production, creating a sound that is both timeless and fresh. He has used his platform to advocate for LGBTQ visibility within a genre that has historically been slow to accept queer artists openly. Taylor's candidness about his sexuality and his commitment to authentic storytelling have earned him a growing fan base and critical praise. As an emerging artist, he continues to push for greater inclusion and representation in R&B, using his voice to challenge stigma and celebrate diversity within the music community. And there you have it, 15 R&B stars who proved that love, identity, and truth can exist in every note, even when the industry wasn't ready to hear it. Whether they lived quietly or stepped boldly into the spotlight, these artists helped open doors for the next generation to live out loud. Which name surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And if you're all about uncovering the real stories behind the music, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss the truth behind the tunes. Thanks for watching.